you are over the age of 35, stop everything you're doing right now. After a lifetime of eating fatty foods, you may run the risks of a stroke or heart attack due to plaque buildup in your veins and arteries. To learn how you can reduce your risks, visit youthfountainlab.com or call 1-800-853-7856 today. This may be a life-changing call for you or someone you love. Thank you, and we hope to hear from you.
We'll give an update to a story that we covered about, this white supremacist out in Iowa. Now, they was at a Trump rally back in December of last year with a group called Women for America First. It is a pro-Trump group. And you had, this car, these teenage sisters decided to go up and argue with these white supremacists. Now, you had a white supremacist by the name of Michael McKinney, who was dressed in tactical gear, body armor, and he was 15 feet away. He started shooting at the vehicle with the young sisters in. One of them got struck in the leg and rushed, the young sister to the hospital. She didn't die, but this guy was actually arrested at the time period. He was facing about 32 years in prison for the charges they had put on him, but he has recently pled guilty to 2 of the charges, and including intimidation with a dangerous weapon and willful injury with one of the girls. He also got his attempted murder charge thrown out, which that's the one I would have never thrown out. Now, he's expected to be sentenced on August the 9th, but he could face up to 10 years for each charge. Now, we're not expecting him to get 10 years because we know how it is. When you are a, mzungu, you have immunity of law. That's the only thing that a poor mzungu has over black folks is immunity of law, okay? This is why those charges get thrown out. These charges get reduced. They be getting these time served things. So they said he was an Army veteran and that he expressed his support for the Proud Boys and a Back the Blue movement. Now, they don't back no blue. The only time they back the blue is when they're killing black folk. But on January the 6th at that, Capitol, They didn't care nothing about no backing the blue. They was harming blue. They had killed blue that day. So all that mess about they care about law enforcement is a bunch of BS and ain't worth a drop of piss when they say that. Now, they said that the plea deal they gave him, they dismissed 4 charges, including attempted murder, and they won't seek enhancements that would have required McKinney to serve 5 years on each count before he was eligible for parole. One prosecutor described the deal as genuine. Now, this was happened in St. Charles, Iowa, okay? Now, another white supremacist was out there by the name of Bob Breck Jr. He was the owner of a truck that was struck, told the Associated Press he was glad McKinney fired at the black teens. He said, I felt relieved. He said his vehicle was crashed during the chaos. Because you see, I told you, these people hate us, to the core. I said, I'm telling you, that's just what it is. And y'all go and confront these people when you see them out there having their rallies or whatever. Listen, at the end of the day, even if we think it's disgusting, they have a right to do that. Now, if they come into our neighborhoods and pull the stunt, well, that's a little different. But if they're on a public street, and they're on the sidewalk or somewhere, you can't stop them from being pro-Trump, pro-police, or anything else that they have going on. You have to be a little wise in your movements, because they're looking for any little reason to get at you. And these white supremacists that's in law enforcement gonna back them up. That. So you need to teach your kids. Don't be going to confront them people. Like I say, I laugh at them people. I think they funny personally, because most of them broke. They ain't got nothing going on. You know how they scared of baths. You know what I'm saying? So they're the last people I'm even worried about at times. Of course, I'm gonna watch those white supremacists, but I'm not going to engage them. I'm a firm believer of don't cast your pearls before swine. And they are the swine. You are the pearl. Why in the hell are you going to even confront them? I'm like I said, you got to teach your kids that. You're not going to change them people, arguing with them people. They're devils. Like, why argue with the devil? You're not going to get it. They're not going to change. For what? But, leave me a comment, let me think about the situation. I hope, like I said, I hope the young sisters learn a good lesson out of this as they watching what's happening. You know, you got to be wise in your confrontation. That's why you need to read The Art of War. The Art of War will teach you how to fight war without even being confrontational. That's part of it. But y'all don't think, and unfortunately we aren't teaching our kids those sort of tactics. Thank you for watching, and make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and check out the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store.